Don't you have a lift? Yes, I do. Wouldn't that make it easy? Yes, it would. Well, I lost all my audio on about 40 different files. So what you're seeing is I'm pointing out where I need to run my electrical harness for the fuel pump and my rear wheel speed sensors and ABS sensors. So I'm going through the cab trying to figure out a general idea for that. My best bet is to go to the center so I can deal with my seating and not interrupt that situation, and then go from there. So in this video, we're going to sit here and do some cutting, some grinding. Just kidding, we've done that. Nobody wants to see it. We're going to get the bed on. That's what I'm trying to figure out as soon as possible. Well, let's take a look at the water in the backyard and see how it did after Hurricane Helen. We are looking at 79 inches to approximately 82 inches of frame rail from the cab back. And yes, I lost audio on this. It will be back in just a few clips. Yeah. I could come out of hair over here, but it's okay right now. Good news and bad news. That's not invisible glass. That is fabric softener. I put it in there to spray our rug in the house a few weeks ago and I forgot. So I just detailed all of my glass with fabric softener. Downy. On better news, it smells amazing, but it's the most clear it's ever been. Did I just open up a new conspiracy? Why is Downy polishing my glass better than glass cleaner? It smells amazing. I might be doing that for life. Wow, but it polishes out amazing. I cannot get over that. Things escalated quickly. I just want to get this on and I don't feel like waiting. Story of my life. Due to the shop being such a narrow format, I couldn't really get the trailer in there without moving all my cars. I just didn't want the headache, so I decided just to play this game. Don't you have a lift? Yes, I do. Wouldn't that make it easy? Yes, it would. Can you imagine a 60s service bed on the back of this truck? Jesus is Lord. Well, I have a quick update. I got the bed on, started lining it up, leveling it, adjusting, and I realized quickly I'm gonna have some rubbish. And I gutted the bed. I'm recording this on my iPhone, y'all bear with me. Really got this thing lining in here. It looks pretty good. But I ran across an issue pretty quick. This is just tacked here, nobody freak out. This is tacked to the frame wheel. The front, I gotta build a full frame. Basically from the hump forward, do some boxing. It's gonna look okay, but I got to thinking, what am I gonna do for a hitch? This is a really wide frame rail back here. And I'd like to have this hitch extremely safe. So I'm going to do a lot of boxing in. I was gonna buy a hitch, and I was thinking if I do that, I still gotta cut it down. So I thought I might just go to a metal supplier in town and just buy some really, really beefy square tubing. And then I'll get it tacked in with my welder. And then I think I'm gonna run over to a location that has an actual legit gas welder, burn it in correctly, and go from there. I can do like the bed supports and stuff with my flux core, and that'd be fine. But for this hitch, I want to be extra safe on it. And I've got to do some research on these shocks. Can I get some type of preload adjustable shock back here, or an air shock that can help me out with towing? Another thing, this has a 331 gear with a separate auxiliary transmission cooler. Not one built into the radiator, it has an actual separate one. So I think it'd be fine towing. You know, I bet you there's 600 pounds less or more that has been taken off of this vehicle. So we're already underweight there, and the bed has to come up. I'm adjusting one side at a time. Nobody freak out on that. But that's what I'm looking at. I've got to figure that out. And you can see how low this bed is. I'm thinking that my hitch is going to be somewhere. It's going to be somewhere in this bed height, the floor. So I don't know, I might have to do something with the tailgate, pull it off for the trip, if I make this big trip to see somebody. Towing a classic and all. I don't know what I'm gonna do there. When we're looking at these wheel wells too, there's not a lot of room. I mean, there's no room over there, it's touching, but this bedside has got a cave in. If you look right here, it's been pushed in. There's a lot of damage on this bed. This side, you can get a debit card in there, but as you can see, there's a pull out right there. So I think I'm gonna have to tuck these fenders. I can get about, I'd say 1/2 inch to 3/4 inch off these lips, roll them in, clean it up, and then try to pull out these panels some once I get this bed figured out and mounted. I also have to take these body mounts, and I've got to make all kinds of nice rubber body mounts for this bed. So basically this floor of the bed's gonna be up here, and then hopefully I can get a hitch somewhere right in this general area. One idea I had was to do a hole through this beat up tailgate and just slide my hitch through there. Be kind of cool because the truck is very low. Just something to think about. We'll see you on the next one. If you have any comments about this hitch, please let me know. I'm thinking 3 by 2 inch square tubing to build the hitch. We'll see.